Hi guys! So today's video is going to be about applying to top US universities from the UK. So GCSE, try to do the best you can given your circumstances. Generally speaking, if you're at the top of your school, then that's going to look very, very good regardless of whatever grade you got. The good thing about the US system is that it is a holistic process, so it looks at everything. So you might think that after GCSEs, all you have to worry about is A-levels. No. Essentially, you need to make sure that you have some stellar extracurricular. So having a spike basically means that you're good at a variety of things, but you have one or two things that are like your big main passion. You might be the person when the admissions officers are reading your application, they're going to think, oh, you know, gymnast girl, or oh, this is the robotics guy. Like, that's your spike. Essays. Essentially, when you're going into this application process for the US, you need to think about, who am I as an actual person? So they care about getting to like the roots of what drives you, what motivates you, what you're going to bring to their campus. So for some people that might be their kindness, for some people that might be their artistic nature. So you need to think about that when you're writing your essay. Next, we move on to academics again. So when it comes to A-levels, you need to have a good, strong set of predicted grades, hopefully A's and A stars. If you can do more than 3 A-levels, then I don't think it hurts. I think it's a good thing. You know, lots of people do 3 and they get in, so it's not like doing 3 is a disadvantage, but doing more than 3 can be an advantage. SATs. So your SATs are kind of like the gateway into American universities. Their importance is debatable. They're definitely important without a shadow of a doubt, but more and more, like increasingly, there has been this trend where a lot of schools have admitted that SATs are flawed, in the sense that, you know, some people have tutors, some people are in schools that are more likely to prepare them better than others. There are other factors that are more telling or more determinant of your abilities than SATs are. But nonetheless, you still want to get within the range for your school. If you're applying for the top schools or like the Ivy Plus group, then you're probably going to have to do at least 1 interview maybe. These are generally, they're so relaxed, and honestly I thought they were so much fun. They're so good. They're probably the only interviews we'll ever have, which I guess they do matter, but they're so friendly in there. They want you to do well. They're not trying to intimidate you for the most part, and they're usually just, you know, these settings in which you can talk about yourself and have a cup of coffee and talk to someone who's literally attended your dream school. So don't worry about them. They're great, they're fun, you'll do well. I thought I'd talk a little bit about my top tips. Start early. Oh my goodness, please start early. I think the later you leave it, the more you're just setting yourself up for stress. And another thing as well is that if you're applying to a certain school, early action, still write your essays for all the other schools, because you don't want to be doing some mad dash during Christmas and ruin your holidays. Get them all out of the way. The next thing is, think really carefully about the nuances of each school and what they're looking for. You do have to think about the fact that if certain schools prefer certain qualities, how can you show that you have those qualities? Which shouldn't be too difficult, because hopefully you've chosen schools which are well suited towards you. I kind of already mentioned this, but find your spike quickly. You'll find yourself talking about that not only in your extracurricular section of the Common App, but also in your essays. You're going to mention it, you're going to mention it in your additional essays, you're going to mention it in your interview, you're going to mention it all the time. Even once you're admitted, people are going to keep asking you, you know, what's that special thing you can do, and you're going to have to talk about that. So find your spike early. The next thing is talk to other people who've been through it. I cannot stress this enough. I'm here to help you guys, obviously, but you know, you might know some people who have been to these schools, or they have parents who have been to these schools, or you might visit some of the schools and you might meet people and think, oh, that person's a little bit like me, I can ask them about this, that, or the other. There is so much stuff going on with this whole like uni process and info, and like it can be so overwhelming. So it's so important that you find at least one person you can talk to. Like, your story is unique, you are an individual, your application is going to be completely different from anyone else's, so there's no point in comparing yourself, there's no point in going on these, you know, check my chances of admissions things. It's not going to help you in the slightest to compare yourself to others, to look at what others have done. Don't do it. Don't put yourself through that. There's so many things I didn't mention, so feel free to comment down below, subscribe for more videos just like this one. Good luck.